Couple months later, he hits you up. Yo,
Hey,
big
big
head. Yeah. Innit? Hey, big head. Not appreciating what you have until it's gone. Like, bro, she ain't going nowhere. Like, that's my girl. Da, 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 da. He might have cheated a few times. He might have done whatever, but the girl's always stayed there because she was in love with him, innit?
Sometimes we look for perfection, where what's perfect?
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So this is London Talkz. I'm here with my bro Ty, and today we're going to be talking about why do men smarten up when it's too late. So, quick example: it's probably happened to you if there's any girls listening right now. You was in a relationship, probably a couple years. He cheated on you. Couple months later, he hits you up. Yo,
Hey,
big
big
head. Yeah, innit? Hey, big head. Hey, big head. Or just like, oh, I miss you. We need to try again. Like, why do men do that? Go ahead, Ty. What's number one?
The grass ain't greener on the other side.
The grass.
The grass is not greener on the other side.
Elaborate on that. I know what you mean, but
So think about it, just using your example, yeah? If you cheat, they might cheat with someone who they feel like is better than the girl that they're with. Do you know what I'm saying? So they cheat on a relationship, ends up messing up. Then they might end up talking to that girl or being a little bit more serious with her. But then when you're with that person, you quite quickly start to understand this is not what I want. Do you know what I'm saying? You are nowhere near the same as the person who I had. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this grass is not greener than the grass that I just come from.
all right. No, I hear you on that. I fully agree on that. I feel like that could like be the whole thing why men do it, but let's try and we can even break that down a bit more. But
We will break it down, but just
with different ones, innit?
yeah.
I think number two, it's kind of the same as what you said, but it's kind of, again, breaking it down a bit more. It will be the man being too picky. So by that, I mean, I always say this on my Instagram and all that stuff. Like, you might be talking to someone, they tick 7 of the 10 boxes that you're looking for in a woman, which is really high. And then you go ahead and you mess that up by cheating with someone, or you get with someone, or whatever the case may be, because it was a thrill. And then a couple months later, you realize, shit, like, she ticked a lot of boxes. I don't think I'm gonna find another girl that ticks 7 out of the 10. And then they're like, damn, let me try and get back. Let me try and smarten up and show her I've changed and all that shit. So I feel like that is definitely one of them why men kind of smarten up at the last, not even the last minute.
Even carrying on what you just said, sometimes we look for perfection, where what's perfect?
100%.
Do you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. That you're always going to find faults in something. There's always going to be faults. But like you said, if someone's ticking 7 of the 10 boxes, or just
That's
majority
high,
of the boxes,
fam. That is high.
but now because you've had it so much, you start to, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out. What's the word I'm looking for? You don't appreciate it. Do you know what I'm saying? And you only appreciate things once it's gone. So you didn't know how good you had it.
Yeah, literally.
Until it's not there no more.
Literally.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So what would number 3 be then? Because that's number 2.
So what do we say? The grass ain't greener on the other side.
Mm-hmm. The next one is being too picky.
Trying to look for perfection, basically in the same thing. Another reason, I think acting off emotions. When I say that is as in, when you get into a relationship, you're not always going to be happy. Do you know what I'm saying? You're going to have ups and downs. Sometimes you need to put in a little bit more than the girl and rare tear. But now, if you feel within yourself, well, you know, I'm not really happy in a relationship right now, and then you allow yourself to talk to somebody else, and then that person gives you a happy feeling, people might then, you know what, spring there because they're acting with their emotions. They just want to be happy all the time. When in a relationship, you have to go through some low points as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
No, I hear that. That is true. That is true. So what would you make? What would you think that the guy will come back then? Why would the guy come back after what you just said?
Because everything kind of goes together. So him thinking with his emotions, jumping out the relationship, but then, you end up missing the person because, like I say, you didn't appreciate her when she was there. You might have tried to jump ship to this girl and you figured out, right, you know what, this is not what I want. So I think that one there can kind of go with both, depending on the person's situation. Do you know what I'm saying?
I would say for number 4, this literally just hit me now. I would say just being too comfortable. So by that, I mean, when a guy gets real comfortable and he's just with his girl and there's no excitement anymore. He's not trying anymore. He's not trying to spark anything. He's just going through the motion with the girl. Eventually, he's going to kind of get bored in it. And then instead of communicating it with the girl, saying like, raw, things have kind of gotten a bit dull right now, he will then say, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore. Like, I'm bored. Or again, he's too comfortable. And then he'll try and do it with someone else. Knowing that comfortability that he had was everything. Like, I personally feel like if I found someone I felt comfortable with, but I was able to kind of mix it up with them so it's not dull or boring, then that's just a win-win. But I feel like when he smartens up at the end, it's like, oh shit, like I was comfortable, everything was cool. I got bored. Instead of trying, he tried to move to some form of excitement, which might be a hole. It might be a hole.
But even what you just said right there, I don't feel like in a relationship you should ever make yourself get that comfortable.
Never.
And that's where communication comes in. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you should always still try to do what you was doing at the start of the relationship. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a reason why you got that girl. There's a reason why she fell in love with you. Do you know what I'm saying? So, of course, situations happen and life, you know what I'm saying, might hit you hard, but you need to always show each other why you fell in love with each other. Do you know what I'm saying?
Do you have another one?
I do. I think it might fall. It might be, it's kind of similar to everything else, but it's like, you just don't know what you've got until you lost it. That's the only thing that keeps popping into my head. Do you know what I'm saying?
It kind of does fall into like the appreciation thing that you said, like appreciating the girl that you have.
In many relationships, people just don't know what they have in front of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they will go off, either they break up, get with somebody else, and then like you said, it might be a couple months, it might be weeks, it might be years sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? There's people that break up for years, and the next thing you know, they know, I have not found nobody that gave me the feeling that this person gave me. And then they end up getting back together. Do you know what I'm saying?
I've got one, and this is on another side. So this isn't even on the guy leaving the girl and then wanting to come back. This is on the girl leaving the guy and then he's smarting up trying to come back. So this is the scenario. Bam. They're together. The guy gets comfortable. The guy thinks that he can't, the girl's not going anywhere. He's getting big-headed. He's like, raw, she ain't going nowhere. Like, that's my girl. He might have cheated a few times. He might have done whatever, but the girl's always stayed there because she was in love with him, innit? And then one day the girl was like, nah, fuck this. I'm not being in this relationship. They break up. And then he tries to smarten up. Like, oh, yeah. Like, oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have done that. In those situations, the reason why he's smarting up is because he realized that that girl wasn't always his. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, we've been together for like a year or two, but it doesn't mean you've got a leash on her. Does that make sense?
It's not even a year or two. More time, you'll be in a relationship for about 3-4 years. Do you know what I'm saying? Because as guys, when we do get with a girl and that girl starts to love you, like a girl will really show that they love you. They'll put up with a little bit of
they will.
Like
they will, yeah.
And we do sometimes feel like, right, this girl's never going to leave me. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's very easy to get comfortable. Do you know what I'm saying? But then it's a rude awakening when that girl
turns
is like,
around,
you know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to be with you no more. Do you know what I'm saying? Because of X, Y, and Z. And now you're scrambling now because now you're trying to fix up and you're trying to do these things here and there. You know? No,
100%. And when that happens, it's not a nice feeling, car boy. I feel like a lot of guys have been in this sort of situation. I can speak on this because I've been in a situation like this where I didn't think she was never gonna go away, but like I messed up, then we stopped talking, and then I message her randomly. Do you know what I mean? Like, "Raw, what's going on?" or "How you been?" or I might say, "Yeah, let's try again," or some shit like that. So I can definitely speak on this. So I'm not just speaking out of my ass. Like, I can talk on this. You get me? But yeah, I can't think of anything else. I think that's literally it.
I think with all of them, well, a lot of them, they kind of go together, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, even the last one that you said, that kind of goes with the other one. Said, like, obviously, when you get too comfortable. But yeah, man.
I think just out of everything, to round everything up, is just appreciation, isn't it? It's just not appreciation, not appreciating what you have until it's gone. Like, that's with everything in life. Like, shit, people don't appreciate the fact that they can walk until they're paralyzed and they're like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? Taking things for granted. So
even a small thing like your thumb, you don't appreciate your thumb. If your thumb goes, you're finished.
no, 100%.
You can't hold nothing properly. You know
Exactly. Same thing with girls, man. So yeah, I think that's it. That was what, five reasons?
Like 5, 6.
Yeah, I'm gonna title it. 5 or 6. I'll go over it.
We'll say 5.
Yeah, fuck it. But that's the video all done, everyone. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up. Share this with all your friends, and you'll see us in another podcast / YouTube video real soon. All right, peace.